So John and I are up here at the Wildlife Refuge, and we have this light beam that's coming out of the Wildlife Refuge. There's nothing up there that's supposed to be making a light source, but it's going straight up into the sky. It looks like there might be a couple more. That doesn't make any sense because that's out in the St. Lawrence River. And it's like in the Wildlife Refuge too, and there's nothing up there that emits light. That's like a huge spotlight almost. Because if you look, it goes way up, John.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's one to the right of it.
Is there anything else like it around at all, or?
No, I didn't see anything else.
What's that?
What would be over there that slid up?
Nothing. That's Wildlife Refuge in the middle of the St. Lawrence River as well. Do you think we should go over there and check it out? Okay, let's do it. So I don't know, man. These lights, they don't make any sense. They're out in the middle of the Wildlife Refuge and the St. Lawrence River. It's like a mix. There's two of them. They look like they're right next to each other, but they're like thousands of feet apart. Yeah. But the weird part is, as we were going around today, there was an article that came out that they were closing out like a lot of the wildlife reserves, DC and stuff like that. There was closing like everything. Now I know that they do that because of like whitetail breeding and stuff. They don't want people hunting. Well, you know, these animals are giving birth, but this area usually has pretty good access. You don't usually have that many restrictions. And the other problem is like that right there doesn't make any sense to me. I've been out here for 20 years. Never seen that light before. Now some people might say, could it be Canada? Could it be a city? Could it be, you know, something that is natural through the clouds?
Right.
No, I've been out here on cloudy nights, rainy nights, snowy nights, and there's never been a beam straight up in the middle of the sky like that. I mean, that's a beam.
Yeah.
That's not city lights.
And it's a moonless night. So, and the way that the light came out, almost like a dome, but with two beams coming straight up.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you that photo right now, what John's talking about.
So, but I don't know. I don't know about, you know, since you mentioned that they closed the area.
You're like, do we go up, or is this how we become an episode of X-Files, like where we go missing?
Yeah,
like everybody knows where we are, so, you know. Do we go live on TikTok and we're like, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's the truth. No, that would get us caught a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting, definitely weird. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
We go missing.
Just the end of this video is a follow-up. I will remember John Brigman, Jack Vasey, never seen again after the Okay, let's hope that doesn't happen.
And then the follow-up is hikers come across our videos.
Find my iPhone. Use the app, Find My iPhone.
Yeah, it turns into a movie.
Oh, I hope so. John Brigman, played by Jason Statham. Jack Vasey, played by the guy from the Goonies that's, hey, you guys! Coming this summer. All right.
Should we do this?
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's go check this out, man. Maybe we can use our beam too. The weird part is I can actually aim that beam that's on the top of the Jeep right up towards the sky. Like this thing.
Yeah.
That's how we get abducted, though.
Yeah, either by UFOs or government.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird that they shut everything down.
And then all of a sudden there's this beam in the sky that's never there before. Yeah, I don't know. Sketch.
Yeah. Maybe it's Sasquatch breeding season.
Oh, that makes sense. It's the portals opening up so the Sasquatch can come through. That makes, you know,
breeding season.
Perfect sense. Well, I'm going to keep this thing recording while we do this, because in case we come across anything crazy.
No, yeah, definitely.
That'd be good. I'm putting the spotlight on, though.
That gate's open.
That is never open. That's weird. That gate is usually closed, especially when the other gates are all closed.
This is where we found the prints, right?
Yep, right up here on this corner.
That's what I thought. So, yeah, keep her
Okay, the beam's right... Oh my god, dude. The beam is actually right in the area where we got the tree knocks. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Look at... It's out over the swamp. It's like... Okay, so here's where we got the big footprints.
Right up here.
Right here on this corner.
Yeah.
And look what's straight ahead of us.
The beam? Yeah.
Why can't my light shut off?
I think I just saw it.
I'm trying to get it on camera so they can see. But my lights aren't shutting off. Oh, it's because I gotta go into park. New Jeep driver, folks. Yeah. It's right above the tree line. What the heck? Well, we'll know something's fishy going on if we get up here and that barrier is open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that barrier is open, we're turning around. We're not going into the barrier. Because that's actually up where, like, that's really restricted area. But if that's open, that means something's going on back there. Dude, the beam is so visible right there to the left.
Yep. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's freaking crazy.
I don't see any, it doesn't look like there's any
Fresh tire tracks?
yeah, tire tracks.
Yeah, these are all filled with water and... These are all frozen too. It's been a while.
That's deep right
Hold
there.
on. Yep, hold on.
Wow. Yeah, those are some deep roots.
Yep. We got through it. Yeah, that actually was scraping the bottom of the floor.
Yeah.
It's always great for the drivetrain. Little pebble, little rock, little mud.
Hopefully you have a skid plate back there.
Huh, don't know. We'll find out. Let's see how we're looking up here. Oh, that one looks a little deep.
Yeah.
Ah, that's not bad. That's all, baby. Oh, never mind. Oh, jeez, John. Hold on. We're going off-road. I made it. Okay. John, the barrier's open.
Get the fuck out.
The fucking barrier's open. Excuse my language, everybody.
We need to,
Get out of here?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just been opened. Because that's swung. Oh, shit. Yep, time to go. Yeah, it's not good.
No. All the barriers are open except for
The main one?
the main one.
Let's go.
So something's going on.
We're out. Yeah, so why the hell would the gate be open?
I don't know. I mean, all the interior gates were open that we came across, but the exterior gates were all locked.
So we got weird lights in the sky. We have what looks like some deep tire tracks, which means heavy machinery, something big. There's nothing back there being worked on. I know people that work for the Fish and Wildlife and work for the Wildlife Refuge. There's no construction happening out here.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Like, they just closed down all these areas today.
Yeah, which is weird. So,
And then, like you said, the interior gates.
the only thing I can think of is squatch breeding.
I mean, as crazy as that sounds, there are a lot of sightings of Bigfoot out here. There's a lot of sightings of Dogman out here, and there's a lot of sightings of USOs out here, unidentified submerged objects. So there's something that's happening out here that a lot of people can't explain. I've had a lot of people come forward Border Patrol, that one lady.
Yeah.
We've had 2 COs give us some information about this. There's a lot of unexplained stuff that happens in this wildlife refuge, and there's no explanation. I mean, we have tree knocks, we have howls, we have so much stuff that's going on that just does not make sense.
And when I get a bad feeling about something,
yeah,
it's
yeah. When you tell me to turn around, I'm turning around. Like there's not gonna be an argument about that at all. Because John usually is like, send it, go forward, don't. Now when he tells me to turn around, it's happening.
Yeah. Not something was just weird.
No, absolutely.
Like we said earlier, you know,
just an off feeling.
Our footage would be found by some hikers.
Yeah. Just a very, very off feeling, though.
No, definitely. Yeah.
Especially when you got into that wooded area.
Yeah.
Well, this is another mystery to add to it. I'm going to start going through like records up here and see if there's any stories of people seeing mysterious lights out in here. I know that there has been stories of that on the St. Lawrence. A lot of people seeing beams coming out of the river, and that kind of looks like what that could be.
Yeah, that could be too. Yeah.
John, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah. Yeah. Those beams are gone.
Okay, so definitely not a town, definitely not a village, definitely not a construction site, because there was no construction sites out there. We just had them disappear in front of us.
So now I wonder what really is going on in there.
I think this summer we go looking for USOs. What do you think?
Sounds like a good idea.
I'm going to talk to one of my friends with the Wildlife Refuge who has a boat. Maybe they might let us use it. They did let us use the off-roading vehicle one time. Oh, this thing was on tracks. It could go anywhere.
Nice.
So, looks like we got a new case on our hands.
Sounds good.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
What's going on, guys? What's the skinny one?
Well, we came out to the wildlife. Well, it's been a crazy, crazy night. We came out to the wildlife refuge doing a search for the Bigfoot, because we got a lot of prints out here.
Yeah.
And John noticed something in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. As we're coming into wild refuge, up in the sky, we're like, first it was just one beam. I thought it was basically like a vehicle coming up over a hilltop and its headlights just, going straight up, but it stayed there. I didn't think anything of it. And then Jack noticed it. And then Jack put the camera on it, shows one straight beam going up, and just to the right of it, a smaller beam going straight up.
So here's where it gets weirder. In this area, there's no light. There's no cities. There's no villages. It's the middle of the wildlife refuge, and it's also on the edge of the St. Lawrence. There's no light coming out from here. I mean, I've been going up here for 20 years. There's never been beams of light like that. I've been in foggy conditions. I've been in snowy conditions. I've been in rainy conditions. So we get up there, and here's where it gets weirder. The wildlife refuge had the main gate locked. We have permission to be in. We have the code. So we go in. I lock it behind me like I always do. And as we start driving down, because it's breeding season, they have all the gates locked because they don't want people going in and interrupting the animals and what they're doing.
Sure.
All the gates are open.
The interior gates are all open.
All open, and there's heavy tracks like something has driven through that's massive.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Now, here's where it gets even weirder. I have friends that work for the wildlife refuge. There are no construction things going on in the wildlife park right now at all. There's no heavy machinery going through. There's no reason for the gates to be open. They should be sealed and locked. And John, you tell them the end part. What's the crazy part when we left?
Well, when we get down to the very last gate, Jack says, now if this gate is open, we need to turn around and go back. Sure enough, that gate was open.
That gate's never open.
So
Open.
Wide open, swinging towards us.
Yeah.
So we take off. John actually is like, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, because it just didn't feel good.
Why? What do you think?
Well, here's the weird part. As we're driving out, the beams disappear.
Well, why don't you send them to me? I'll enhance it.
Already planning on doing it, man.
Well, then it gets weirder. So after we get out, right? After we get out of the wildlife refuge, we go to contact you, and it goes. It's almost like the phone was jammed. It goes what, to SOS?
It went to SOS mode. Now I know we're on the Canadian border, but I always have LTE in there. I'm able to do TikTok lives. I went to 3 different locations that I know for a fact I have 4G LTE. Each one of them is in SOS mode and will not let me contact you.
Did you record your screen or take an image of that too?
I did not get a chance because I was trying to drive and get to these locations. But the weirder part is there was a truck parked in the middle of the road, blocking the road when we came over the bend. When he started his car up and moved out of the way, my phone started working again.
Right.
It's like the Men in Black or something, you know? Like,
well, that's funny because I kept on looking behind me to see if black vans were coming or if there was like a black helicopter.
Well, and the funny thing is, he mentioned that, and the other day when I was out here metal detecting, there was a Black Hawk helicopter that was going over the river.
Oh yeah, we're starting to know now that there's all this stuff. There's a lot of operations going on and training and getting ready for something, you know?
Yeah.
All right, send this stuff over and I want to take a look at it.
So what you guys are about to see next is what Evan captured with his AI editing. This is something that John and I were faintly able to see, but weren't specifically able to make out. It's about to get weird. Check it out.
We shine a light in the darkest night, unearthing secrets lost to time. Ghosts and treasures call us home. SVC Explorers of the unknown.